Let's pop into our mayor that we share in Olive Branch, and he's going to tell us about the mayor. Are you online with us, Mayor Rikard?
Yeah, I'm online with you. I want to tell you something about Doug and his church. You know, I was headed to work a couple of years ago on a Saturday morning because, you know, mayors work every day of the week, 24/7. And stopped out there, and Doug had coffee for me early one morning just on the side of the road there at the curb. And
really?
And I appreciated it, yeah.
You have on an orange vest and selling newspapers too, or was it just coffee?
Listen.
Well, we won't get into everything that was happening out there. And a word of wisdom to Andy about his new shift that he's working.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I worked from midnight to 8 for a good many months back in the old days when I was at AT&T. And I just want to tell you, you never get used to it. It's
great. You just ruined my weekend, Mayor.
Just a word of encouragement.
Yeah, thanks there.
His whole personality changed.
Regardless of what I did at 5 a.m., I felt like, why in the world am I here? And all. And I never figured out exactly how to get acclimated to that new time, because I'd get off at Friday morning at 8 o'clock and try to live like a regular human and not go to sleep and sleep at night. And then on Sunday when I was supposed to come back at midnight, I'd try to live like everybody else and not sleep, and it just felt terrible. But why did you call me, TJ, today?
I was wondering. I've been trying to do the weather report by looking out the window, and I did walk outside this morning, so I'm not quite with the technologies.
Now you know.
And Doug's
the secret.
licking his finger and sticking it up in the air.
Now you know the secret. The first thing I do every morning before I make a forecast is look out the window.
Yeah, it's smart.
And that was how we were trained at Mississippi State. Look out the window first.
I'm not going there.
They didn't have that there internet back then, I'm sure.
No, they didn't have
Hotty toddy.
Well, that's TJ's internet. Yeah. Today, if you want to forecast, today is going to be cloudy and cool, kind of breezy. Temperatures in the upper 40s today. Low tonight around 40. We may see some sun this afternoon, though. And then tomorrow, at least the first two-thirds of the day are going to be nice. Probably going to make it to 64 or so. Anyway, it's going to be warmer tomorrow, but clouds are going to increase Saturday afternoon late, and we're going to have some more, maybe some chance of rain late. Now, here we are Saturday now. Let me get back to it. Sunday morning's going to be, where am I? Sunday morning's going to be nice. Clouds are going to increase Sunday afternoon, highs about 64, and have a chance of some showers and maybe some more thunderstorms Sunday night. But then Monday's cloudy, high about 60. Tuesday's high about 60. Rain chances come back on Wednesday. So hopefully I've not utterly confused you about how the weather's going to be.
Do you ever put any credence in the long-term forecasting for like the entire seasons?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much, because that's basically it gets back to climatology and history and what the normals are. If you look at most anybody's 10 or 12 day forecast, they tend to go toward what normal temperatures are, and you may see a few anomalies and make a few guesses about, what the jet stream is going to be doing 12, 14 days or a month from now. But, those long-term forecasts, I don't put a whole lot of I don't hang my hat on those that much. You can look back the last couple of years at the hurricane experts that have talked about how we were going to have 25 devastating storms and 16 majors and whatever, and you had a calm season. So.
Well, I've got a question for you about actually last night there was a tornado watch in Shelby County that was until 5 a.m. and
really?
It was canceled, I think, sometime in the middle of the night.
Right. It was. Yeah.
The question go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. What's your question?
Well, the question is, and I don't know if it's the same way in DeSoto County, but if there is a tornado that's sighted or there's a tornado warning, all of the sirens in the county go off. It's kind of like a all for one and one for all kind of situation with the sirens. And I don't know if it's like that in DeSoto County or not, but do you know what the reasoning is behind that?
Well, I know in DeSoto County, South Haven has their sirens, Olive Branch has our sirens, and then DeSoto County Emergency Management has sirens across the county. We can set ours off here in Olive Branch based on the Weather Service polygon. If there's a tornado warning in the very northwestern part of the county near Walls, and it doesn't indicate that tornado is going to come anywhere close here, then the sirens don't necessarily have to go off here in Olive Branch, so we can regionalize them somewhat. I think DeSoto County basically splits theirs kind of along I-55, east of I-55 or west of I-55. But in my opinion, it's I guess it could be like crying wolf if if it's clear skies over here and the tornado's way at walls and you set the sirens off. But then again, a lot of times you want to be better safe than sorry, and alert people that something bad's going on nearby.
Right. Yeah. If there's a pretty severe system that's going through the southern part of Shelby County, say through Germantown and Collierville, but northern Shelby County, like in Bartlett and Millington, could be almost completely fine.
Yes.
Sirens are going to go off everywhere.
Yeah, and that's what happens. Yeah, in Shelby County, because I think those sirens are handled by one agency, where here in DeSoto County, ours are handled by the city of Olive Branch or the city of South Haven, and or DeSoto County government. So we can tend, I guess, to regionalize ours a little more down here just because of the way we're set up.
Well, I think you just sealed the deal for me. I'm moving down to DeSoto County now.
Let me tell you, DeSoto County tornado sirens.
We have a good church down the road from me that you could become a member of too if you came down.
Mayor, you better be talking about two really good churches, and I'm FBC, CCF. Come on. Is that the two?
Do what?
First Baptist Church in Cross Point, right?
Yes. Well, one's right down the road from me, and one's 2 streets over. So both of them are great. Yeah,
I got you. I'll say something about the tornado warning system in DeSoto County, and maybe we'll seal the deal with AJ over here. One day it went off while I was sitting in the living room with my baby and my dog, and I went and looked off the back porch, and sure enough, there were not one, not two, but an apocalyptic 3 tornadoes in the sky. One of them hit a house north of Goodman in Alexander Crossing, and one hit the car wash thing down by Starbucks. Thank God it didn't hit Starbucks.
That. Yeah, the glass busted out.
Yep, it busted the glass out, and one never really touched down. So needless to say, we left the deck, me, the dog, and the baby, dove in the bathtub, had a great time there, but thanks to the notifications, we were all safe.
Yeah, I think that did not just seal the deal for me. Good sales job there, preacher.
Good times in Olive Branch.
Pastor Doug, on that day when that one came through, as you recall, the skies were not just intensely dark.
No.
It was the skies were kind of light because I was at City Hall that afternoon and watching radar, and the sirens were going off, and I was looking out the window, and it looked like the sun was almost ready to shine. So you can't let those light sky conditions deceive you.
Yeah, your office up there was actually a pretty good place to look. I mean, you got like a little balcony, kind of like a little French country little lady would be back in the day, and I could imagine you walking out there and putting your little hat on and your trench coat and standing out there in charge of everything and overlooking our city. It's actually a cool place if y'all never seen it. I thought it was kind of cool.
I do declare that's a tornado up there.
Well, that's what I do when there's storms. I go to the window and look out. My wife Paula here, she's in the closet where everybody says you're supposed to be, or in a hallway. And she just tells me, you tell me where to go if I need to go.
I think wives generally do that.
Does your wife tell you where to go?
Yeah, all the time.
All directions.
Yeah, a little further south than his church, I'm thinking.
We can help bring you back.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you calling in and telling us about the weather.
Sir.
I didn't know anything about the tornado warning. When did it happen?
There was a tornado watch issued for our area early this morning. We've got a cold front that's kind of meandered back and forth, and we were in the warm sector around about midnight because it was about 60 degrees then, and in the warm sector is where all those exciting things happen in weather, and so there was a tornado watch issued, but that drifted south of us, as you can tell, because temperature here in Olive Branch now is 35 degrees, so we're out of that danger zone now. It's more south of Tupelo now, probably.
Well, good. Let them worry about it. All right. Well, thanks again for calling in. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, Mayor.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.